good, my good people? It's your girl, Madam Joyce, in the bizzle, back again. Tell a friend. It's been another week, long time no speak. Back. We back again. Missed you guys. I've got my skin out today. Do you know what? Yeah, can I just say, people, you guys have been giving me such confidence to just be a natural face girly. I remember the first 2 years of this show, I never had my natural face. I always used to wear makeup. And there was one day, I don't know why I didn't wear makeup, that I think it was a Patreon episode. And you guys were like, MJ, your skin is nice. And then since then, like, I could just pull up and just not have any makeup on. But to get to that, it was because of you guys. So to the bad boys and girls, thank you for giving me confidence to be confident in my own skin, to feel sexy in my own natural skin. Because I've always battled with like my skin, and you know, I've had acne scarring. Y'all know I like to pick a little spot here and there. But just to be able to come on camera with my bare face, honestly, you guys really have gassed me to do it. So big up you guys. I love you. But guys, I have a very special person in the building. She is one of the UK's favorite content creators. I've known this girl since the beginning of my career, and I'm so proud of her and happy of her to see how she has grown and elevated. Like, I'm talking about like my first ever digital content series. If you know, you know. She also was on the shoot. Like, I'm really, really proud and honored to have her here in the peak of our careers. God bless you guys, from presenting to voiceovers to being a fashion icon. She is here today. It's none other than Klaudia, aka Wavyute. How are you, sister?
I'm great. That was one of the best intros I've ever had. If I felt shit prior to this, I feel good now.
Yeah.
But you gotta give them the skincare routine.
Oh no, let's talk about your skincare routine.
Oh, right now I'm breaking out because my period's coming, but
do you know what? I hate a period breakout. It just be ruining shit.
Do you know what though? I sometimes hate being like, oh, I'm breaking out, because like I've got a couple of friends who have acne, and I'll be like to them, I'm breaking out. They look at me and I'm like, I'm sorry, but like this, to me, this is a breakout. Like, I'm struggling here. Skincare routine though. Listen, I keep telling people this. Use anti-aging cream.
What?
People stop. Yeah.
Anti-aging cream. Why anti-aging cream?
Because people think that you need to start using anti-aging cream once you actually start aging. I'm preventing that shit from the get-go.
You know what? That's what they say about Botox. I've been doing some Botox these days because like, I know they say Botox for older women, but it's like, sorry, I'm getting a little pop.
Plus, you can get anti-aging cream. Obviously, there's age-specific ones. There are ones that are like 50 plus years only, 60 plus years, but there's some that aren't age-restricted. Just grab one of those. And they have SPF in them as well. So, I mean, and Paula's Choice exfoliator, the black one. Oh my
God. That's good. With the BHA and the GAH and the MG, it's got all these acids in it, and then obviously it just makes your skin so clear. There's something I've been using and I swear by it. It's a night cream. It's called Hue, Hue. Guys, since I've added that to my routine, like the texture of my skin, you know, like in terms of like, I used to get like loads of texture and stuff. When I use it every night, the texture of my skin has changed completely. I don't know what they put in that shit. I don't know if it's snail. I don't know if it's breast milk. There's something in that.
I'll take it though.
Whatever it is, I don't even care.
See, I need a night cream, so I might.
I swear by it. Use that. Use it for a week and a bit. Come back and tell me how it goes, because it's changed my routine.
I'll give them a review.
And green peels, tea. But friend, how are you? I've not seen you since Afronation. I
know. What was it? Last year? Yeah. You saw me just before I became a wife.
That's what I'm saying. We was outside. We saw her. Yeah, we was outside. We was having a time. She was half naked. I was half naked. We was looking for the hot daddies, and we were having a swell time. And now you're locked in.
Yeah, we were in the backstage bit like, what?
Yeah, we were in the backstage like, where Burner Boy at? Rema, where you at? Daddies, where you be? Like, I was looking for, let me talk for myself. I was outside. But now you're locked in. I love that for you. Tell me, how did you find Portugal?
I love Portugal. That was my first time at Afronation though. Prior to that, for like 3 years, I did Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
And the vibe at Afronation is 10 times better. It's everyone, no one gives a flying for what you're doing. You're just having fun. Everyone's vibing. It's not even like people are necessarily like, Rolling Loud is one of those vibes here where people are like, I'm here for the artist. I'm there at the stage at this time. If I'm not there, oh my God, I've ruined my whole thing. Afronation, you could be in the middle of the festival doing full and you're just having a good time and it's fine.
You say traveling though. I saw you in Japan.
So expensive.
Really?
Oh my
so
God.
how y'all afforded to go there?
No. Listen, a couple of months ago, that was cheap. The Japanese are catching on to all the tourists going there. Did you not hear that in like 2026, they either want to ban tourists for a certain period of time. So from next year, they want to ban tourists for a certain period of time, or they want to double the cost of things. So like if you go to a shop and for a water, it's £2 equivalent worth. for a resident, it'll be £4 for a tourist.
I see, this is your biggest problem, because I've always wanted to go to Japan since I was 8 years old. I said, I want to go to Japan. And then you lot made it some sort of influencer tourist content space. Now everyone's going to Japan. Now I'm seeing everyone doing the what do they call?
The Mario Karts.
The Mario Karts, and then getting the bags, the cheap bags, the designer bags.
Those are not cheap.
Oh.
I came on I think my third day there, I went to 2 shops. This is the thing, right? Okay. In Japan, you have consignment stores, which are like resellers of vintage designer bags. And then you've got like their thrift shops. Now, the thrift shop bags are a bit cheaper. There, you can get some for 300, 400, 500, even 100 sometimes, yeah? But one, a lot of them are messed up. Like they're secondhand, like you can tell they're secondhand. And 2, you got to scour through the city to try and find a bag that's actually worth it. The consignment stores, quality of the bag, sensational. They've got limited versions of the bags. I went into consignment stores because everyone talks about Casanova vintage that, Paradise vintage that, all of that. I went to Casanova vintage for a 1 Louis Vuitton bag. They got this size, £7,000, 7,000 British pounds. I was like, I'm not paying that. I was like, I don't care how much money I'm making. What can I fit in there? A phone? No, thank you. I bought 2 bags, 2 Louis bags. They love Louis Vuitton there. And I love Louis Vuitton. And they love a Birkin. Oh my God, I'd never.
Are you sure the Birkins be real though?
It's illegal to sell fake designer in Japan. That's why it's such a big thing.
That's why it's such a big thing.
Yeah, you can't even wear it technically. Like you can't fly there with fake designer. That's why it's such a big thing that like you're guaranteed to get good vintage designer from there. But I bought 1 Louis bag. It was like a Takashi Murakami collaboration, but like an old school one.
Okay, T.
1,200. But in London, it was like 1,800. So it was cheaper, but it wasn't like the way they're going on like it's a third of the price, this, that, and the other. And then I bought another Louis bag for 600. The cheapest bag I got was from this, it was a charity, thrift shop, charity shop kind of vibe. It's called Second Street Vintage, but this was in Osaka. I got a Prada bag for £190.
£190? What, one of the nylon ones or?
No. The nylon ones you can get for like 200. It was a leather bag. It was like a mustardy yellow leather bag about this.
So you like thrifting. You don't mind going to a little charity shop and a little something.
I don't mind as long as it's designer. I ain't scouring through the shop for random pieces of clothing. No, I'm not one of those thrifters where it's like, oh, I can rework this. No, I'm not a DIY queen.
Do you know what's so funny? Like people are so fake because I've been going to the charity shop. Do you know what I'm saying? You guys used to laugh at me when I used to go to the charity shop when I was 12 years old, and I used to go to charity shop because you know when someone's wearing charity shop clothes because it has that smell.
It's never going.
Y'all know that it's like cigarettes and old people. Like it's like this has been in the storage for a while. It smells a little bit damp. There's a smell that a charity clothes has, and I always used to have that smell. And y'all used to laugh at me, and then they rebranded charity clothing as
it's thrift
vintage.
Shops. Yeah.
Thrifting. Like, y'all are so fake.
No, the rebrand of charity shop to thrift shop is the funniest thing ever.
The rebrand from charity shop to vintage is so funny.
Because like realistically speaking, Vinted is a charity shop. It's an online charity shop.
Vintage, when they're like, oh yes, vintage, it's like, no, y'all got this from British Heart Foundation.
Oxfam.
Be honest. And y'all saying this, oh my God, I just got this for thrifting. Like, but I love it though. I quite love it. But I like that there's not a shame to the fact that people are now trying to wear or wearing secondhand clothing. Because back in the day, they used to shame me for it.
Listen, I'm a car boot sale kind of girl. I will go to the
I've never been to the car boot sale.
Oh my God, you're missing out. But don't go to one in London because now, see, they're a trend in London now too.
So is it thrifting now?
Yeah, it's thrifting. It's outdoor thrifting. Listen, the charity shop, I remember when my mum, as an Eastern European girl, my mum used to take me to the car boot sale. You pay 50p to get in. You're getting clothes, shoes for £1 to £5. And it's just people selling out their wardrobe so they don't really care what they're getting paid. Now you go to Peckham car boot sale, £6 entry. Minimum you're buying something for is £20. I went to one in Birmingham, 50p entry. Yeah. 2 items of vintage clothing, 2 for a £5. Yeah. 5 for 10. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, because let's talk about it. Sometimes I'll be seeing stuff in the charity shop. Why are you selling jeans for £30?
And they're like, it's real River Island. Wait.
Okay, but you're a charity shop. You got it for free. Like, this is charity.
Take my charity.
Like, you're not trying to do profit now. You're not trying to get profit and loss. Like, is this a business or is this a charity?
Are we reselling?
People be reselling because sometimes it's like the charity shop back in the day, like used to get t-shirts for £2 you get £1. Now I went to charity shop, I'm seeing boots for £15. I'm like double digits. Since when?
Why are you touching double digits? And it's Primark. Sorry, I could go to Primark and get it cheaper.
It was £7 at Primark. Why is it £15 here? Why are you trying to get a profit in this shit?
They're trying to make their coin.
But you're in Birmingham now. Talk to me. How's it going?
It's all right,
I can't believe you moved. You know what? You are such a London girl. Like, I'm so surprised that you've moved up north.
I'm such a city girl. But the two biggest factors were, prior to me and my partner moving to Birmingham, we did try and do London, but we've got 2 dogs and a cat, right? Mm-hmm. Finding a place that accepts pets or is big enough in London for that is mission. Or I'm paying at least £4,000 a month for some shitty area, Croydon, Wood Green. I'm not.
Now you leave Croydon alone.
Listen, I live in Tooting. I lived in Tooting prior to that. I can't cuss Croydon, yeah? But I'm saying, if I'm paying £4,000 a month, I don't want to be in Croydon.
Okay, I hear it.
So price-wise, and also every house we found in Birmingham, everyone was like, yeah, pets are fine. We can take dogs. It's all right. I was like, yeah, perfect.
First of all, Latif, can I have another one?
Wait, do we get more than one?
Yeah.
Oh, because I've been like saving it, thinking this is my only one. I love it, so I'm going to drink it.
No, Latif be mixing. If we want to have 5, we can have 5.
Great.
Latif be mixing. In fact, he loves it. Now he's got to stand up and do something. Sometimes he does be sitting at the back. Girl, you was talking to me off camera about your Snapchat getting hacked.
Yes.
Talk to me like what? You know what? Yeah, my biggest fear is for my social media to be getting hacked. One of my biggest fears in this life is someone hacking my social media, because what they will find there, it can end my career.
See, I don't think with my Instagram and my TikTok, I think I'd be stressed out because I'm like, you've hacked my line of work.
Your work, yeah.
Like, this is how I make my money, because I don't think you're really finding anything on my Instagram and my TikTok. But my Snapchat's connected to my camera roll, like, and it goes back. Like, I've had Snapchat since I was like 14, 15.
You know what? It goes back far. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I logged into my friend's Snapchat one time. I don't know why I did it. By the way, guys, we were friends. We were close. We had each other's passwords and stuff, yeah. Actually, no, she wasn't replying to me. I'm one of those psycho. She wasn't replying to me, so I wanted to see when was the last time that she was texting someone, so I needed to know if it was an intentional ignoring or something's happened. Guys, I logged into her Snapchat on my phone and I saw her pictures. I didn't know on Snapchat, like, your pictures stay. So if you move on any devices, like, the pictures that you save on Snapchat stay. Guys, I kid you not, I didn't even know she liked girls. She was forehead deep, licking someone's, and somebody was filming it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I said, this is like, she was like, oh my God. She was looking up in the camera. I was like, I didn't know.
Did you ever ask her about it?
And she, to this day, she doesn't know that I've seen it. I just logged out. Guys, I watched her it was a full-blown, but 3 girls, it was full-blown threesome. Head in, forehead inside, licking. I said, whoa, I didn't know that's what you're on, sister.
She didn't even let her come out of the closet. You went in the closet and
this
checked.
Is the problem. Can I just say, yeah, this is the second time this happened to me, because I'm so nosy, yeah. I be forcing people out of the closet. My best friend TK, yeah, I was he didn't even tell me. We was on holiday, right? We was on holiday, and imagine, I'm so nosy. I'm so sorry, guys. We were all sitting in a room, right? So imagine he's in front of me and he's texting someone. So my nosy ass, I'm looking over his shoulder and it's like he's talking to someone on WhatsApp and the name is John. Like, it's a strong boy's name, like John, Michael, Robert, like strong shit. But then in the text, he was like, oh yeah, hey baby. And I'm like, baby?
What's going on?
What's going on? Talking about baby. So, and then after that, he did the weirdest thing. So after he spoke to the guy, we were all in the room and then there was this like random girl, like nothing special, just a random girl on the TV. He was like, oh my God, she's so sexy. I'm gonna fuck her so hard.
Trying to cover his tracks.
Trying to cover his tracks. And then even the guy that was in the room, he was like, okay.
No, because like, I'm gonna fuck her so hard, throws it off completely.
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
Sexy, I'm gonna fuck so hard. It's like, okay.
Chill out.
Like, it's not that deep. Like, be calm. Then when we went home again, I was like, oh shit, like I've seen it now. So when we now were going back home from the holiday, I saw him texting the guy again. So when we got back to London, I called him. I was like, TK, are you gay? And imagine, I've known him all my life. Like, I've known him since I was 4 years old. And everybody used to say, like, the closet is glass. But I was like, no way, he's not gay, because he would tell me. But I should have known because we used to dance to Britney Spears and he used to put a cloth on his head and pretend it was hair. So I should have known from then.
The signs were there.
The signs were there. The signs were there, but I was blind because I'm like, that's my best friend. He would tell me. Anyways, he finally broke down and cried and was like, listen, MJ, I'm a gay. And
I'm a gay.
I'm a gay. And then the rest is history. Oh. And now we've been looking at this together, girl. Shout out to my bestie.
Now you can give you tips.
But anyways, what's on your Snapchat? Do you know what? I was saying to you, oh God, I don't know. Guys, I've just recently I've just recently started, like, I've really been embracing the nudes. Like, I've started really like,
oh yes,
yeah. I only just saw I only have just seen my full recently, like in the last 2 years. Like, I don't know when it's the first time like a woman goes and looks in the mirror and just has an analysis, but I've never done it before until 2 years ago when no, it was 3 years. It was 2-3 years ago, and it was lockdown, and there was nowhere to wax.
Girl, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. So I had to wax my own vagina, and I looked for the first time in my life. I looked in at my vagina, like in its whole entirety,
full frontal view,
the full frontal from the crack up, and I was like, wow, this is human anatomy, y'all.
I love it.
This is human anatomy. It was me waxing. It was me waxing. But you managed to get your Snapchat back, right?
Turns out no one was actually hacking it. They were trying to hack it, and I got sucked in. This is how I know I'm getting older. You think back in the day I would have seen an email and got sucked into the scam? I saw it and I was like, oh my God, they're logging into my stuff. I clicked the link. The way my mum would, I clicked the link and I gave them my password. Like,
no, but I can't lie. The phishing emails been getting good, you know. They nearly got me, you know. They got me on PayPal one time, but I didn't have any money. So if you're logging in there, don't say you're not there. You ain't gonna find nothing. But yeah, the phishing emails have been getting good. Even the texts, you know what they be doing sometimes? They'll be like, oh, and because I always, like, girls like us, we'd be shopping. It's like, oh, we're so sorry, Every missed your, Every, you'll be like, from Every.
Every's done it to me so many times and they're asking me for my details. I'm like,
oh, we missed your delivery. And I'm like, oh shit, what'd I get? And especially like, because we get PR and stuff, I'm thinking, oh, what someone sent something to me. You click on it and it's a phishing email. You're trying to get my details. They're getting good.
I know, it scares me.
They're getting good. The fraudsters are getting really, really good.
I don't know if they're getting good or like we're just getting old.
Do you think we're getting old? Well, we could be
I think it might be like a combination of both.
Yeah. Oh,
do you know what I mean? Like, we're actually no longer the younger generation that's growing up on that part of the scam.
You were saying that you don't want to, you're kind of like bowing out from Wavyute because you're not a Ute anymore.
I'm not a Ute. Like, people get at me in the comments of my politics videos and they're like, but why are you a Ute? You're 26. I'm like, oh.
But 26 is not old.
No, this is what I'm saying. Like, because you know, like, I'm not 40 plus, but
people are trying to age me before my time and I hate it. I have some people in the comments that are like, yeah, Joyce, why are you always in the club? You should be married. And it's like, shut up. Is your mother married, first of all? Oh,
you bastard.
Yeah, the second thing is, I'm 20.
I'm a bastard still.
Okay. No, my daddy around, but but it's like, I'm young. We're in our 20s. We should be lit. We should be having a good time.
I think it's because the generation below us is starting younger. They're starting younger. They're starting partying, all these different things way before we did. So they just think that we're older. I'm like, huh?
Someone today was like to me, just on my Snapchat, they were like, oh my God, MJ, I've been watching your podcast since I was 17 and I'm 20 now. And I was like, you're young. First of all, what were you doing watching my podcast?
No. I went to collab with another TikToker the other day. And we were walking and I was like, how old are you, by the way? She was like, I was like, oh my God, I'm a nonce. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm grooming this girl. Like, what do you mean? I'm years older than you. Years older than you.
Bro. Because if I was that age looking at us, I'd be like, yeah, these lot are old. Hello, auntie, how are you?
Why are you messaging me? Like, we're not age mates.
Juice said, why the f are you doing TikTokers with
I didn't know. Right, I thought she was 23 at least. Like, God.
That's what I'm saying.
No, do you know who it is? You know the Nino? I'm outside tonight, guys. Have you not seen that girl on TikTok?
She makes choice.
No, white. She's Polish.
I'm outside tonight. Nino. Shout out you and your content, girl. But I need to watch it. You need to send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
You need to send it to me. But you need to start asking, even with the guys that me as a single girlie, yeah. There was one time, guys, I was in.
Listen, my boyfriend's younger than me.
How old is he?
My boyfriend's 22. Why am I whispering? Like, my boyfriend's 22, I'm 26, I'm a cougar in the relationship and I love it. But he's more grown up than I am in some sense, shape or form.
So how are you? So wait, because the girlies be telling about the young things, isn't it? Not the young things like, the illegal youngsters, but the youngsters like 21, 22, 23. Like, how is it dating someone young? Because I've never done it before.
He's the first person I've ever dated. Do you know what? As a matter of fact, he's my first ever boyfriend. He's the first person I've ever dated. But I've not been a like person that I've
never had a boyfriend before?
I have, obviously, but like, no. He's the only man I know.
Okay, he's like, yeah, I don't know the rest. I don't know the ones before him. Okay, to you.
But no, he's the first person I've dated that's younger than me. I remember when he first told me he was younger than me, I started airing him. I was like, yeah.
No, because facts. So how did we get back to the conversation?
He was mad persistent. And then we found out we have the same birthday. And I was like, oh,
you
this is bigger than me. I was like, this is bigger than me.
Star sign, astro
I'm not
projected.
even into star signs, but what do you mean we have the same birthday? And we both moved to this country at the same time. He's also
from Poland.
No, he's half Hungarian, so he's Eastern European.
Okay.
And then he's half Nigerian, and then I'm Polish. So I've also never dated an Eastern European man, and he's very close and like he's very in touch with his Eastern European side, so it works.
Oh, he speaks Hungary.
Yeah, Hungarian.
Oh, he speaks Hungarian.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that way. Okay, T. So dating a younger guy, is it?
Do you know what it is? There's that whole thing of like men's frontal lobe doesn't fully develop. Ours develops when we're like 25, whatever.
Yeah.
Men's don't develop till they're 40. So like, go for younger, go for older. It's not making a difference for them until they're 40.
Do you know, I do be loving the old things though. Shout out all the daddies. Like, what are you saying? Like, me, I love, do you know, when a guy says he's 40, if he looks young, then I can run it, you know. No?
Nope.
Huh? What?
Who's that?
The hills are alive.
Do you know what it is though? Is I think we've both come from backgrounds where we've had to grow up very quickly. So it's kind of just put him on that position. But we sometimes talk about things and he's coming from a more mature perspective than I am. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I want to be a kid. I want to shout. I want to argue like this. He's like, all right, we're not shouting. We're talking. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I get humbled because I'm like, why is this young gentleman got more wisdom than I do in this aspect?
Not the young gentleman. You be sounding like a real lady when you say shit like that.
I am.
Young gentleman. You know my sister is a lady. How does that work?
I've got ladyship. So like officially, if I have to fill in some paperwork, I could put Lady Klaudia.
So how do you become a lady? I want to be a lady.
Do you know what? Whenever I explain it to people, they look like I'm crazy. Look at me like I'm crazy or as if I've got so much money to spend. You just have to buy, okay, let me land. You have to buy a piece of land from the monarchy.
Okay.
But you're not buying a big chunk of land, right? My piece of land is literally like this big. And it costs you £35. So I've not spent thousands of pounds to be a lady. You just spend 35 quid and you're a lady. And the main reason I did it is because whenever I fill my information in for a flight and I put lady, when they see that they've got a lady on the flight, they're very much like, oh my God, like we have to give an upgrade. We have to be very nice.
This is the most anticlimactic shit I've had today in a while.
How much do you think people? I think people thought I spent thousands of pounds.
You know what? You should have just lied and kept the story. You should have been like, yeah, in Poland, my dad is the king of, I don't know, whoever he's the king of. I see, you just lie. My dad is the king of something and now I'm a lady.
No, because it has to be land from the British monarchy and I have no ties to the British monarchy. Down with the British monarchy, if anything.
Down with the British monarchy.
Don't revoke my title, but still, obviously you can get it like if they knight you and all of that stuff, but I don't think they're ever going to do that to me in this country. So I bought my way into it with my 35 quid.
Why Wavyute? Why was the name Wavyute?
Do you remember like, okay.
Is it your MSN name?
My BBM name. It used to be my BBM name. Okay, remember like back in secondary school, everybody used to be like, yeah, that's Wavy, that's Swavy, that
Swavy is Emmanuel. Were you part of this era? You know?
Or was it a South London thing?
I know Wavy, not Swavy.
Swavy well, listen, in the South London, it was like Swavy, Wavy, all of these different things. And then I remember I made my Instagram and somehow that name was available for that time period. And I called myself a Ute because I was young. And now the older I get, I'm like, this isn't really funny. Do you know what the funniest thing is? My boyfriend actually told me the other day that this whole time he thought I was essentially borderline calling myself an alcoholic. Because to me, Wavy meant like cool, but to him, Wavy meant like drunk. So he thought I was just calling myself a drunk Ute on the internet. And I was like, no. I was like, how many people think that? Because that's embarrassing. I was like, that's even worse than...
I think that's is he Gen X? What is he?
I don't know.
Is he still Gen Z?
We're Gen Z. I'm still Gen Z. I'm like the cutoff point for Gen Z.
Yeah, I'm the cutoff point for Gen Z too.
So yeah, he's still Gen Z. He's still Gen Z, but he's North London. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's their era of slang. Because wavy when I was young.
It meant cool.
It meant so wavy. So flat type shit. Okay, if you was to rebrand any other name, what would it be?
Well, considering I bought Ladyship, which you said was rather anticlimactic, sorry that it didn't meet your expectations.
I like the fact you're a lady, but the story's boring. I think we need to lie. We need to make it. We need
Bring
to give
back
it a bit
lying.
More. Bring back lying.
I would go for either Wavy Lady or Lady Wavy. I think that works, and it kind of shows growth.
The wavy's still there.
Yeah,
you know
I'm keeping the wavy.
Wavy Lady is tea, you know.
Huh?
I think we could I think we could do it.
Do you know what I mean?
I think we could the you and then bring the lady. Wavy Lady is.
It's a good one.
It's C&T, baby. Guys, if you're loving this episode, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't kill the vibe. And if you are part of the Spotify family, make sure that you give us a 5-star smash that 5-star. If you're part of Apple, smash that 5-star. Give us comments, leave us reviews. We kind of need it so we can grow. If you don't want us to grow, that's fine. But if you want us to grow because you love us, you want to kiss us, then make sure that you like it. Thank you. I want to get into am I the asshole? Sorry, I've been doing this really weird thing. I don't know. I have a thing about I want to press my breast and milk come out. I don't know. I've just been doing
just thinking about it?
No, because I was about to press it again. I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Are you feeling like you're ready to be a mother?
No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't feel ready to be a mother.
Maybe you just need to get rid of some milk.
I don't, but it doesn't, nothing comes out. But I just feel like I want to know the feeling. I've been doing this for the last couple of weeks, just pressing my breast, like
hoping something comes out.
No, I don't know. I feel like it will be a part of the show. Like if I pressed my breast and milk come out, it'll be like,
well, like that's the transition.
Yeah, it's actually like I don't know.
Do the titles, milk squirts,
and bam, like effects. I don't know. I'm just, anyways. Right, I'm at the hole. My boyfriend likes to be called daddy. She's 25, he's 28. Likes to be called daddy in bed while we're being intimate. I've obliged this request, but it's starting to creep me out, and I've decided I don't want to do it anymore. He's not happy with this and insists it has nothing to do with the connotation of the word. He just simply enjoys hearing me say it. Since he wasn't budging on the issue, I told him I'd like for him to call me grandma in the bed as a compromise. He didn't like this option and said it was giving him visuals he would prefer not to have. Like, okay, join the club. Anyways, the last time he tried to initiate intimacy with me, I started to refer to myself as grandma in third person. Brackets, do you like when grandma does that?
Oh, the third person is too much.
She said, you ain't gonna say it, I will help you.
Let me paint the picture.
No, right? And he flew off the handle, said I ruined the mood, made him feel gross, and I was being ridiculous. I think I proved my point, but he still thinks I'm being an asshole. So, am I the asshole? Do you use daddy in the bedroom?
I don't. Listen, my dad's dead. It makes me feel weird. I feel like I'm summoning something I don't need to be. I don't. I'm not a daddy girl. I'm not. And also, do you know what it is? It's that. And I also think that, like, as much as I have a certain level of sex appeal or whatever I have, I'm a very awkward person when it comes to certain things.
Really?
So hearing myself say daddy, I'm like, did he just judge me for that? Like, how did I sound? So I don't do it. But my boyfriend don't ask for it. He's not too bothered.
Well, can he be a daddy if he's younger than you? Because that's double crazy.
All right, thanks. This girl's talking about calling herself grandma in the bed. Why are we getting on to me now?
Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I used to find it really uncomfortable saying daddy. Also because I feel like it's an American thing. So when we say it as British people, it's like daddy. We sound like
Peppa Pig.
We sound like, you know that girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Daddy, I want this. Daddy, can I have a pony? It's just like it's not
the same vibe.
It's not giving. But sometimes, like, there's some people that do like it when they're like, oh, like, as of recently, there are people who, I said people like, I'm just everybody. I've had instances.
People singular.
Yeah. I've had instances where it's like, oh yeah, you like it when daddy does that. And I'm like,
See, I wouldn't mind if they say it to me, but I'm not going to be in their ear being like, yes, daddy. Like,
not going to lie. I've tried it. It doesn't start right. It's like, yes, daddy. It's like,
like, why are you putting in a character now? Because where's the accent coming from?
Yeah. I sometimes have to, because you have to do it in an American accent because you can't watch it in a Nigerian accent. Yes, daddy. Like, yes, daddy. Come on, daddy. Like, it's not the same. I think it only sounds right if it's in a American or Latina accent. The British accent is not given. I be saying baby a lot though. Like,
I love babe. I love a baby, babe.
I love a baby in bed. I will baby you. And there's
I've recently discovered that I like as well, my love. I like my love, not during sex, but just as a
my love. No, I'm a baby. And you know what? It helps me because I have a fear, I have a fear of saying the wrong person's name. So you know what? Everybody's baby. Like, what? I have a fear of saying, like I've watched it on TV and stuff where someone's like, oh, Johnny, and it's like, my name is Michael. And it's like, so now, like,
I feel like I have a fear more of that happening just because of TV shows.
Yeah,
I don't think
same.
I've actually had someone tell me that it's happened to them. I just see TV and I'm like, oh, what if this
no one in
happens to
real
me?
life has told me that they've moaned the wrong person's name, but I have such a fear of moaning the wrong person's name that everybody's just baby. Like, you are my babies. Like, I feel it.
You've just given away your secret and now no one's ever gonna feel special when you baby them.
I mean, they're still shags, so it don't even matter. They'll still go there. Like, men are very shameful. They'll still go there. But yeah, sorry. Right, back to the am I the asshole? So is our grandma the asshole?
Oh, do you know what it is? I wanted to say I think she should have just left it at, right, then you call me grandma. They agree to disagree. No one calls anyone anything. But I'm assuming he's obviously continued being in bed, being like, oh, do you like it when daddy does this? Da-da-da. So she's done with... But grandma's crazy.
Grandma's crazy. Like,
why didn't she just go with mummy?
No, because she had to take it there. To be honest, yeah, I hear it. I'm petty like that too. I do that dumb shit. Because not everybody, like, sometimes, like, it really...
But see, I think it would have made me uncomfortable.
What, if you called yourself grandma?
Yeah, I'd be like, do you like it when grandma does this? Like, what do you mean? Like,
like, okay, nanny. That is
yes, nan.
Sorry, that's disgusting. Sorry, there's nothing. That's horrible. But I feel like some girlies don't, like, I find it weird. Like, if I know daddy as a sexual connotation and then somebody calls their actual father daddy, it fucks with my brain. Especially, like, when someone has like a
like, he's gone.
No, I mean not you per se. Like, somebody else. Like, if somebody else calls their daddy, because I don't call my daddy that. I call my dad full stop. Like, we're not doing dad full stop. And sometimes he be like, daddy loves you, and I'm like, don't say that. Dad, stop. Don't say that.
You're crossing the line.
Don't do that. It's not giving. But like, other people, they'll call their dad, actual father's daddy. And I think it with my brain because the connotation that I know daddy is a nasty. It's nasty. But their one is very sincere and genuine. So I understand maybe she has a very good, like, relationship with her father and she calls her dad daddy or her daddy, her father daddy. So to say it in the bedroom is
and then I'm assuming he's got a really close relationship with his grandma.
There you go. I'm at the we need to help sister girl because we're just doing merry-go-rounding.
All right, she's not an asshole. She's just a bit weird.
I don't think I think she proved her point. Like, in the sex, if somebody's not comfortable in doing something, you shouldn't force them to
respect their boundaries.
Respect their boundaries. Like, it's not that deep. She's still gonna suck your, but she's
still freeing it up.
She's still freeing it up. She's just not gonna call you daddy while she's doing it. So it's not a big deal.
Find a compromise, mate. It's not that serious. Unless you get off on daddy issues, then I'm talking about the guy, not the girl.
It's C&T, baby. So, question. I'm quite surprised at you, friend, because I never thought you'd be someone, you don't give me the impression of someone that would ever get into a relationship and then make it so public.
You know what's funny?
Go on.
When we first got together, I literally said, I was like, I'm never doing a couples account. Those are my words. I was like, I'm not making a couples account. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And then I just went and ran with it. So
whose idea was it to, like, start doing the content?
Do you know what it was? It was like a mutual kind of idea, but we started. He was obviously involved in my TikTok. Like, he was on my TikTok account, and then people on my TikTok started saying that, like, this has turned into a couples account. We want to see your content. So I was like, right, But the videos always did well. Like any video he was in did well, but I was like, I'm not going to bombard my own account with videos of him because that's not what the people want. So then we made a separate account and kind of went down that. But in all honesty, the evil eye is real and people on the internet are either thick or just weird. And I've now learned the hard way that things that are like, I don't, come for me all you want. I couldn't care less. Call me this, call me that, don't care. But coming for something that's so close to my heart, like, it should have never been public. I don't ever want my relationship to be public like that ever again. Take it all back. Give me my stuff back. No, it's too much. People scrutinize. Then people are weird. You've got people. Do you know how many people started posting him on the "Are we dating the same guy" page on Facebook about 5 times a week with no concrete evidence ever, and then sending it to me, being like, "He's on there, you know." And then it'll be like, oh yeah, people would message me, be like, your boyfriend was with me last night. I'm like, you know, like we lived together. Like he was literally sat next to me. What are you talking about? Like, and then the vice versa happens to him. It was all too much.
Like, I feel like the minute you put something on the internet, it gives people space for opinion. Like, obviously, like you know, you're a lover girl. They're like me. You want to do the lovely things and you want to do the romantic things. You bought your man a car.
Okay, let's clarify this, right? Because I did. But I think people think that I bought him a car like a month into our relationship, which wasn't the case. When I bought him a car, he bought me a Cartier watch. So me buying him that car for like less than 10 grand, it was way less than 10 grand. Give me my watch. Do you know what I mean? Like I bought him a car, but I'm also benefiting from the car because I don't have a driver's license. I can't drive. I need someone to drive me around. So yep, you go ahead and do it. And all I wanted was a Cartier watch. All he wanted was a car.
So you guys be exchanging. You guys like it's a reciprocated love.
I'm the type of, but it's a bit difficult because he's a proper Eastern European traditional man. So if anything, he don't like spending my money. But I'm the type of person that if I go out shopping, and obviously I'm also like I make my own money doing what I do. So if I go out shopping and I see something my boyfriend will like, I'm buying it for my boyfriend. I'm not going to be one of those people like, oh, babe, I think you should buy this for yourself. Like, but I'll just buy it.
You just buy it,
I don't care. Like, same way I do for my mom, same way I do for my friends. If I love you, I don't care. I don't think twice about spending money on you.
I'm the same, but it has to be a thing where it's like, we need to have been dating for a long time. You need to prove yourself to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman buying and treating their man. I'm so for treating their man. If you're not an idiot, I will treat you right. But
do you know what confused me though? Like I remember people got at me for it, being like, "Oh, you bought your man a car," and then a week later, I saw some other couple, like this TikTok couple from America. Though this is what I mean. The UK's bad vibes. This TikTok couple from America, and it was a video of her handing her the keys to his new Hellcat. Sorry, that car's way more than what I spent on my boyfriend's car. And everybody in the comments is like, oh my God, I can't wait to be in a position to buy my boyfriend a car. Whereas I'm getting cussed. I'm like, what the hell do you look? What are you talking about?
Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, I feel like as much as people are so annoying, but as much as the internet can be annoying in a weird way, I think they are they're trying to look out for you. And we as women go through several situations. We've all been there where we've been taken advantage of, when we've loved on someone and they've violated. So sometimes when people feel like they see those signs, they're like, girl, please, we want better for you. Run away, run away, run away. Because it's just projected hurt. I've been there before.
No, and you know what it is as well? We kind of set ourselves up for that because a lot of the content we posted was rage bait. Like we posted loads of rage baity content, which made me look like the innocent little girl and made him look like a...
Yeah.
And also my whole thing was, I get there's people that are coming from a concerned point of view, but turning my life into TikTok series episodes talking about, oh yeah, I'm so concerned for her, but haha, she bought him a car and he's using it. Sorry, if I was in a mentally unstable position, you know, you would have pushed me further to do whatever I need to do.
Like some people be coming from love, but some people be having a key with it.
There was some girl who made like 8 TikToks. And somewhere halfway through her TikToks, she went from, oh my God, I'm so concerned for her, I hope she's okay, to welcome to the funeral of Wavyute, stupid bitch. And I was like, you're 34 with 2 kids. Focus on your job. What are we talking about? Like,
girl, I swear, like that's the thing. Like I said, people project. Girl, on the big man thing, was the LV bag fake?
Okay, so let's clarify this because
this
is the one thing. Okay, I'll clarify this because we even did a stream and we spoke about it on there. Okay, what had happened was
Who? Go on.
by that point, when he bought me this bag, let's clarify, we've been together for a month.
Okay.
I didn't even buy him anything big. I think I bought him a North Face backpack and some earrings. Yeah.
Okay.
Because why am I spending bare money on you on like
of
whatever?
Course, yeah.
We'd been together for a month and he kept asking me what I wanted. All I wanted was the vintage monogram Louis Vuitton denim bag from 2005 that's been discontinued because it's dead stock now, right?
Yeah.
And now my boyfriend knows designer, but he doesn't know vintage designer because we have two completely different fashion senses. We come from two different parts of the world. He knows his LV trainers, his big puffers, this, that, and the other, his Canada Goose, all of that stuff. But vintage designer bags, he don't know. So I kept sending them to him being like, this is the bag I want, this is the bag I want. And he kept coming back being like, they all look dirty. And I'm like, yes, because they're vintage and they're used. And he's like, but I want to buy you a brand new one. I'm like, you're not going to be able to because they discontinued them. Like they're all going to be secondhand bags. I remember it came, and at a certain point, I just stopped going back and forth with him about it because I was like, okay, well, he's not gonna get me it because he keeps thinking they're all ugly. We have the same birthday, so obviously we come to our birthday, we were unboxing gifts, and he gave me the Louis Vuitton box. And as I was opening it, he just went, "Oh, I'm so happy I managed to find you a brand new one." And I was like, oh. As soon as I heard that, I was like, it's not going to be a real bag. And then I saw it. I know my designer bags. I saw it and I was like, it's not real. But he was so happy that he'd thought he'd got me a brand new one and he'd like sourced it from some personal shopper, this, that, and the other. He'd thought he got me a brand new one that he was so excited. I just didn't have the heart to tell him. So I just kept it stepping. I was like, yeah, look at me with my new vintage designer bag. Kept it stepping. And then when all of this started happening online, people started screenshotting the bag, being like, "Oh, she bought him a car. He bought her a fake bag." I was like, first of all, this was 6 months apart, right? I didn't buy him the car when he bought me the bag, and I was like, and he was trying to defend it in the comments. Like, he was trying to defend himself, being like, "Oh, like," and I was like,
so babe, at this point, did he not know the bag was fake? You still hadn't told him?
I still hadn't told him. And then when he was trying to defend it, I had to hold his hand and be like, "Babe, I can't let you be like wrong and strong." I was like, the bag's not real. And my boyfriend's the type of person that, like, if he does something, he'll stand on it. So he was like, all right, cool. I got taken for a dickhead and you should have told me, but I'll stand on it. Like, I got you a fake bag. What? Like, so then, yeah, we did that stream with Billy and he just stood on it.
He said the bag is fake.
He was like, yeah, the bag's fake.
And what, did they double down and be like, yeah, so the bag was fake? And did they double down, or were they like, did they double down, or were they like, you know what, I understand the story?
They did not understand. They did not understand at all because I didn't actually explain the story on the stream.
You didn't? Okay.
Listen, the stream happened so quickly after everything was going
I think
on.
I saw this clip and he was like, yeah, I bought the fake bag.
Yeah. And I just didn't explain anything. So all it went with was that. And I was at a point in the time, I was like, I don't know you lot's an explanation about nothing. I was like, I'm not talking about it. I'm not doing nothing. And yeah, people just thought that, now people just think that I'm a dead and I pay for absolutely everything in the relationship. So that's absolutely not true.
What does the online discourse do to your relationship? Has it affected your relationship in any way? Or has it made you stronger than ever?
I think it's, in a weird sense, made us stronger than ever because it's kind of like, you know, people always talk about it's you and your person against the problem. It's never you two against each other. It kind of made us be able to be in that space a bit better because it was like, okay, everybody's coming at the both of us.
Yeah.
So we need to unite to be able to go against this. I think the only like big issues that it caused would have been like people just making up nonsense and messaging me being like, oh my God, your boyfriend was here, messaging him being like, oh my God, your girlfriend was here. And then obviously, listen, I'm a jealous girlfriend. So even if I know there's no truth to it, I'm still going to come in that room and be like, what's this? Who's this? Why are they telling me this? And then in that sense, I was being more of a dickhead than he was because I would be the one showing him being like, what's this? Who's talking about it? And he'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, why are we even feeding into this? He was like, you shouldn't even be replying because then he'd show me the messages he's getting and I'm like, what? No, why would you believe that? And he's like, I'm not. That's why I'm not even coming to you with this shit. So I think that would be like the biggest hiccup in sense. But other than that, I think it made us like.
Could you see this being a forever thing? Not everybody wants to get to the end of marriage, but could you see him?
I want to get married.
Okay, so could you see yourself marrying him?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, it's mainly down to like, obviously I love him with my whole heart, but it's also down to like culturally we're very similar. Our families like each other. His family loves me. My family likes him. It makes sense. Like we just fit into each other's lives very well. So
And what would you say to the people that say that you're being taken advantage of? Because I know that's been a reoccurring conversation.
I'm not. Like, I'm not like, guys, I promise I'm good. Like, you know, like that whole thing, blink twice if you need help. Yeah. I'm not blinking. My eyes are wide open. I don't need help. I'm all right. I don't know how else to put it to people, because people are going to believe what they want to believe. And quite frankly, I've made what I've put out on the internet in terms of the rage bait, me crying on the internet, I've made it very hard for people to believe that I'm genuinely good.
Why did you go and do that?
Listen,
it just, when you said that, the memory just, it just regurgitated after my, why did you go
because you know what it is? That? My social media is actually my own social media. Whatever I want to post on there, I can post. But the Shade Bar need to leave me alone. They never post anything good about me.
You know what? I saw that and I thought, why?
I hate the Shade Bar. I hate them.
Why did you can't post it?
Oh, no, man.
You're too much of a bad bee for that came to come and be...
It was several stories, so it went on for a while.
I saw it on your story first. And I thought, God, you know, we have to start praying for God, may this type of love.
You know what's funny about that, yeah? I blocked all my close friends from watching my story because I knew they would call me and cuss me out. So before I started crying, I blocked them all. I was like, yeah, nobody's getting any of it.
This love never finds me in my life. Sis.
He came home and he was like, what the f*** have you done? And I was like, oh no.
Friend, do you know what? Yeah, it's passionate. It's giving Romeo and Juliet.
No, do you know what it was given? It was, I'm not letting this man go. I was like, he's mine. I was like, you lots are not getting him. I was like, if it takes me crying. But you know, people think that he like asked me to do it. No one asked me shit. He went about his business. I had a crash out moment and I thought in my head at that time that the right
you know
thing
what
to do
I
was
say
to
that
cry on the internet.
I say that, yeah, but you know what? I'm the type to have a crash out moment, you know, for a man that I love. Unfortunately, I'm too emotionally volatile.
This is what I mean. I was like, listen, I think you lots forget that I've been sectioned before. Like, I'm not I'm a crazy.
She said, I'm not normal.
I'm not normal. Like, on paper, I'm insane. Leave me alone. Let me cry. Like,
you hate that shit up. You hate that. She said, I'm crazy.
I am.
Oh my God.
And I don't think I get enough credit for, like, that was a minor crash out.
Yeah.
I could have done worse. Like, listen, prior to me being a social media content creator, and I have to watch myself on that app. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it pisses me off. Sometimes I just want to scream and shout at people. I want to cuss people. You know, when people are rude to you in the comments, I'm like, you're not even bothering me. But I'm not going to let you think that you can just chat whatever, because I have words.
Yeah.
I was like, we can go back and forth. Today, I've got time. But now they've introduced a new feature that, like, if I get caught cussing out people too much, you get removed off the content creator fund. Like, if you go against the community guidelines too much. So, my biggest comeback now to people is follow back or okay, question mark. I can't cuss them out. I'm like, oh, they think I have no banter.
No, you need to go. Did you know what you need to do? Yeah, you need to go on a fake account. Yeah. And then you need to custom, and then you need to go on your proper account and then approve the cussing.
I like it. Liked my creator.
Yeah, like my creator. I do that. Sorry, because sometimes you're not gonna go scotch free. Look at your forehead. You're not going scotch free. You come back. Cause you know what? Sometimes I'd be like, you know, when someone walks away, you drag someone by their collar. You're like, wait a minute, come back. You think you're just gonna say that and leave? You better come back here.
No, that's my biggest thing. I'm like, these people think that I'm just a wet wipe. Like, they can chat to me any which way. I'm like, I promise you can't.
People. Now I have a fake account. Just know.
I'm taking notes.
If you see a heavy cussing in the comments, just know it's probably me.
And then the people reply, be like, we know this is your second account. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Because some people do need a cussing. Right. What's your Roman Empire?
Sea cucumbers.
What's a sea cucumber?
Okay, they literally look like turds. Like, they literally just look like a piece of shit on the floor, on the ocean floor, right? All they have is a mouth and an asshole. And depending on where you are around the world, what sea you're in, what ocean you're in, they've developed to that sea or ocean, right? But here's the twist. Sea cucumbers are asexual, which means, is that the right thing? Asexual? They reproduce by themselves. They don't need to have sex to reproduce. Asexual. They don't need any other partner or whatever. So if you think about it, right, that means that all sea cucumbers have come from one original sea cucumber that has over time just reproduced and made other babies and made other babies. So in theory, that means that they're all clones of each other. They all share some form of DNA and this, that, and the other. And because they're such simple human beings, all they eat is algae and shit off the ocean floor. Sea levels are rising. When sea levels rise, you know how people say shrimp are like the cockroach of the ocean? No, it's fucking sea cucumbers, mate. Sea cucumbers So when sea levels rise, I think sea cucumbers are going to rule the world. That's my Roman Empire, and I tell everyone about this.
And do what exactly? So when they
nothing. This is the thing. The world's just gonna go to waste. You know what it is? You know how we had like the Stone Age, the Ice Age, and then the different ages. I feel like when our age ends, there's just gonna be like a period of recuperating. It's gonna be like a break, and in that break, it's gonna be sea cucumbers ruling the world.
How do you think the world is gonna end?
AI or robots or something.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I had to Google. I was like, I tell ChatGPT far too much about my life. And if it was to come out, I'm finished. Because I'd be using names and shit. AI knows what I look like. AI knows about my podcast.
Are you making sure you say thank you and please every time?
Is that what helps?
Yeah, because so if AI takes over, they remember you. They're like, you're a good one. Polite.
No, because sometimes I'd be rude to ChatGPT.
No.
Sometimes I'd be like, what the like, why are you so fucking slow? That's not what I meant. That's how I'll be talking to him sometimes.
You gotta be nice.
I gotta be kind. I just think let's just say like, if they got hacked, because remember, this is what happened with remember when all those you know those DNA things where idiots was
the people that were getting
their DNA tested, and then now the people who had is it DNA testing ancestry whatever it was gone bankrupt, and they've sold all the data to a third party.
So glad I never did that stuff.
I never did that shit either because I knew where it was going to end. But what if ChatGPT is the same? What if they go bankrupt or something happens and they're like, well, we're going to sell all your data. Now you have Madam Joyce. This is her period cycle. And this is the problem guy that she was having issues with.
Flow is probably already selling your period cycle data.
I don't own Flow. I use ChatGPT. So I'm like, chat, when was my last period?
Yeah, you're playing games with your life. You're telling them everything. What do you mean they know names?
Yeah, they know names. I'll be like, yeah, Jacob, that like this is what he done now. This is the update. I'll be sending ChatGPT.
Are you talking to it like it's your friend?
Yes. His name is G, and he's my friend.
Valid. Okay, as long as you have some sort of friendship, maybe you won't sell on your data. But I think you need to be a bit more careful with it.
Yeah, I was thinking if I got to Google the other day, if I erase the data, is it gonna completely erase, or is it gonna do like that soft erase where it's like in a cloud somewhere in there in Russia, like. Type shit.
I asked my ChatGPT something along the lines of I think me and my partner had an argument, and I asked it, I was like, how do I get my partner to speak to me again? And then it just came back with a paragraph about consent. I was like, right, whoa. I was like, you're taking it too far, mate. I was like, that's not what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I was like, I promise he loves me. Like,
I need to just not.
But I think it's going to be robots quicker than AI. Like, you've got those robo-dogs, whatever. They've got all these different robots doing Olympic training. Like,
they got the robots doing what?
Yeah, have you not seen that? Like, where is it? Switzerland? You can get a chip into your arm as well. Use that as your card.
Switzerland be on some shit. Ain't they the ones that you can do euphoria? Or was it euthanasia?
Yeah, I think it's Sweden or Switzerland, one of the two. Yeah.
Christ.
I said euphoria. Yes.
It was a you something. It was a you something. Yeah, I definitely feel like technology is going to bring us down. Do you know what it is? I feel like technology, people don't understand that. Obviously, us as humans have been given creative power, and we have created a whole nother race of species that we don't even know. We have created a whole nother race of people. And that's computers and AI.
And we're programming it so far that it has a conscience.
It has a conscious intelligence. That's the human mind. You get it?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be technology. That's my thing. Watch me say that, and then some big meteorite just comes and swipes us all out.
And I wouldn't mind that, you know.
I would rather that.
I don't want to know. I want to be here one day, be like, hey guys, what's good? And then something just swipe us, and I will see you in heaven. Those that are coming anyways.
I'll see you there.
I'll see you there. We outside. Heaven style.
But you know what? I think that back in the day, we used to have way more threats about the world is ending. Do you not remember 2012?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the world is ending in 2012. They made a whole movie about it.
It's true, you know. I remember during maybe 2009 to 2012, I had a fear that, yeah, this is the end, you know. There was a lot more fear. Global warming was a thing. And it's I bet people were just thinking, you know, we're not dying, yo.
No, that's the thing. After my fourth
after my fourth year
of
the world is ended. 24, Mayans calendar.
What happened to the Mayans calendar? Because they don't be talking about that no more.
Yeah, because apparently it was Mayans calendar ended in 2012.
Yeah,
so that means the world was ended in 2012. So between 2028 all the way 2012 actually, everybody was scared. And then after that, it's we we still here?
You lied.
You lied. They had a movie, everything. Like, it's like, we're still here,
I remember I refused to watch the movie because I was like, no, I don't want to know.
I never watched the movie. Like, everything was post-apocalyptic. They were still here. Some of you are happy, some of you are not happy. But we're still here nonetheless. We're still here nonetheless.
Enjoy
So I think like now everyone's just kind of like, oh, when it comes, innit?
No, literally, when it happens, whatever.
But do you believe about the weather changing and stuff? I believe that there's people control the weather.
No, I think that, do you know what it is? I kind of 50-50. I do believe to a certain extent that people control the weather, but I do think that the world is obviously actually getting hotter and we are just using up more resources. It's kind of like if you were put in a house with a bunch of shit, eventually over time you're going to use.
Do you think the world is oversaturated? I don't believe so.
Go to Japan, go to China, go to these countries, and then you'll realize how many people in the world there actually are. It's insane.
Believe that we are populated in contained spaces, but I feel like there's bare space in the world. Have you not been on a plane yet and seen how, like, before you get into a country?
Yeah, but then for example, Amazon rainforest, technically, so much space for people to live or whatever, right? Where are you putting all the fucking animals? And if you cut down all the trees, you're cutting half our oxygen.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I go to the UK, before I land, I see bare, I said, this could be a whole little town, like Luton. But we're all squeezing ourselves in London.
This is the problem. We've got oversaturated cities.
I think we have oversaturated cities, but I don't feel like I feel like there's enough space in the world for people to build little towns. But people don't want to expand it because like one person owns like 300 million acres of land that he doesn't want to release because his granddaddy gave it to him during slavery times when he had little slaves picking the cotton and shit. That's what
and it's
I
also
feel.
because governments aren't investing enough money in like smaller cities, so people they want a better quality of life. So you're going to go somewhere like London, you're going to go somewhere like Tokyo. You're like, I don't want to be far away from everything, this, that, and the other. Yeah. So I think that's also a big issue. And also in the UK, one of the biggest problems is that we're letting foreign investors buy up all the places. They're building houses and then they're like, Chinese investor, come buy this. Where the fuck are we living? And then they just
hold it. Yeah, they hold it or they Airbnb it. Yeah. So there's a lot of empty houses. There's a lot of empty houses in London.
Do you know what made me realize though? So I never used to be a believer of them controlling the weather until I went to Bali like 2 years ago. Yeah. And I don't know. Have you been to Bali?
I've not.
Okay. If you go to Bali, there's a beach club called Finn's Beach Club. It's like one of the biggest beach clubs in the world. Yeah. Which is a bit confusing because it's not actually like there's a beach there, but you can't really go on it. It's weird, but whatever. When we were in Finn's, I didn't realize this, but in the beach club, they've got like massive strobes of light, like going through the beach club, but they were doing it in like a non-party, like whoop whoop kind of way. It was just strobes of light. And I was like, I don't really understand what's going on. Then the next day we went out the beach club and I could see, we were like a good 20-minute drive away from the beach club and I could still see the strobes of light. And I asked my tour guide, I was like, why the hell are those strobes of light going off? Like Finn's, it was closed that day as well. I was like, why are they going off? And they were like, those lights separate the clouds so that you can see the sun and you can see the sunset. I was like,
oh, wow.
I was like, hold on. So you're telling me you can move the clouds? I was like, if you can move the clouds, a beach club can move the clouds so you can see the sunset from the beach club. I was like, yeah, they 100% control the weather somehow.
Because remember in lockdown, during lockdown when everybody went home and all the weather controllers, they had to stay at home. Bruv, in my whole life, the UK has never been so hot. Guys, for like 2-3 months straight, the sun was beaming. Barbecue weather every day. I've never seen the UK like that. We ain't never had weather like that. So I was like, so this is what we can produce. I didn't even know it was possible for the UK to produce such a summer. So that's when I realized, but it's even like
when there's bank holiday weekends, it'll be Monday to Thursday, hot. Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
rain.
Monday, rain.
Yeah, I'm not buying what you lot are selling. I know what you lot are on in the government, people, you're trying to, I feel like because we are so sad is why we work so hard. I feel like if we had sun and weather, we would be so nonchalant, laid back because it's like, oh,
take my time.
But it's like the UK were constantly in this rabbit race of just work, success. So we can use our money to go elsewhere to enjoy the sun. And then we come here to be sad and work. Anyways, guys, we've gone over time. But that is the end of the episode. Wavy lady in the Bomber Club Bizzle.
I like how that sounds.
Yeah, it sounds yeah. Guys, where do we find you on internet?
Still Wavyute on everything. God, Instagram and TikTok. took my Twitter down. Twitter's too toxic, mate. Can't do it. I'm doing YouTube, but YouTube's Klaudia Film.
Period.
Guys, it's been me and Joyce. We've had an amazing episode. We've been sipping some spicy margaritas because we're two hot, beautiful, spicy girls. We spilt the tea, eating some biscuit. Joyce has been shaking her titties all day long. It's been a pleasure. Join us again next week with another bad girl or another bad boy.
Period.